And I'm not so, kind of cool blockchain expert, but I'm kind of a real scientist who is closer to real world of scientists and who is closer to real situations that we try to deal with. And today I will talk about this population of people who are perfectly aligns, the term of decentralization, because they are decentralized in real, they are distributed, they are disseminated. Disseminated between countries, between entities, between universities. They are not affiliated, maybe because of displacement, because of repressions. And they need, regardless of that, they need to return their right to research again, their right to be funded for their science breakthrough, groundbreaking studies, and they need to be, included in the overall population of scientists who are able to review, who are able to study, and we try to recover their reputation and their rights to do that. So I'm kind of advocate for them, and it's my brand on DeSci conferences in DeSci ecosystem as Oksana, who are about scientists at risk, something like that. Also, I'm director of science development at blockchain company, GOSH. Literally, it means Git open source hodler. They created, decentralized Git on chain, free of charge to use. Just GitHub, where any repository is a DAO, where you can not only manage your project in a decentralized manner, but also vote for any commitment, for any pull request, and decide together what is important or not, but together. Also, I'm a lecturer at Brive University that is incorporated in Latvia. And I'm reading the democracy course that is called Democracy in Science. Now it is possible. I mean, in the current situation of, blockchain bloomsday, I will say. And also I was supported by Germany Foundation for Scientists at Risk, really, because as you can see, I'm kind of maybe Ukrainian, maybe Russian. And yes, I was repressed when I left Russia in early 2022 because of the war. I was repressed as a scientist, I have some proofs of that, and so I was supported by this foundation. And regardless of that, I have my ongoing science study activity, and last my publication was in Nature Communications in January of 2023. I have some manifesto for you. I think that decentralized science actually is existent for maybe redefining of mission, of decentralization for science now. And we have some situations in the world that insist us to think again for what actually decentralized science was born. It was born for funding only, more transparent, review, governance, or also for something else. And I think it also was born for this better process of involvement and engagement of displaced, decentralized, disseminated people who could have impact, and also for maybe improvement of some humanitarian situations that are primarily have distributed and decentralized infrastructure inside. I mean, when we have humanitarian disasters anywhere, we have many problems that are everywhere from people. It could be volunteers, it could be civilians that we need to deal with, and they have many requests, and it means that they are fully decentralized, and we need to somehow manage them transparently and better, without any paywalls. And for that reason, I think decentralized science could be a solution as well. Not only for disseminated people, I mean scientists, but also for disseminated people, I mean who are in danger, civilians and volunteers in volunteer services in places with humanitarian disasters. It is relevant, no doubts. First of all, because decentralized solutions, as I said before, are needed for expanded decentralized requests from volunteers, services, and civilians in humanitarian disasters places. Obviously, we need some more transparent financial support for scientists who are disseminated, as I said before. We need some maybe less fake peer review revolution, and DAO governance here could be very valuable. And of course, we need to promote some new standards for academia and scientific associations. And here I mean new tools that blockchain world can give to traditional academia. And here I mean, for example, version control systems on chain, technologies for secure research code delivery, I mean trusted execution environments on chain as well, and so on and so forth. What we've done on that way to help, actually we built not bad strategic partnerships to develop some new joint solutions for decentralized science with Government Blockchain Association in USA, with York, with DeSci World, with Eternity Cloud, that are really cool guys, and DeSci from South America. Also, Bosch was included as DAO provider in very big government associations in USA. I can't name them, but we have some credibility, it seems, maybe because we also have some governance tools that are suitable for these associations. We elaborate in a new digital standard for DeSci. I'm sure that Git on chain, decentralized Git, it's a kind of breakthrough in science, and it should be new standards, and it should be a part of certification. And of course, we are building SAR community, scientist office community, at risk, that are able to empower together all what we are doing. Maybe some more real things you want from me, yeah? Some scientists at risk everywhere, okay, humanitarian disasters. Yes, so actually we are doing something particular, specific. We launched recently opportunity for scientists, decentralized scientists, to participate in hackathons on blockchain. And I mean here, for example, our first initiative with Eternity Cloud, Mind Hackathon and Danger, that is providing precious survival strategies for people within humanitarian disasters. And it's a great opportunity for scientists to influence situations, especially when they are displaced themselves. You can also participate, and you can provide any of your ideas or teams or projects for our next launch of this hackathon. We had one pilot launch because of the war in the Middle East, and it was successful. And we are ready to prepare the second one. We have for that some streams that are, about some security measures for people. Secure media communication, grassroots solutions, targeted education solutions, and technological backbone. It's not necessarily means that it should be on blockchain or with blockchain technology, but we want to make sure that everything in this competition will occur transparently. And for that reason, we are preparing some to be clear, we prepared and delivered some tool for hackathon's execution in order to make the competition as much transparent as possible. And you will ask me where here is governance, actually, why I'm here in this hall. Because of some complexity of creation of judgment criteria. And thank you to Q.org. They are helping us to, imagine this judgment criteria for hackathons and grants judgment. And there are some terms for participation in contents and the queries. And I will show you some demo as well. And what I want to say that it's kind of tricky question how to govern fast competitions with big amount of people who want to participate, and when it's online event and when it's connected to some incentives and participants could pretend that they are doing something, but we need some quality of projects. And here, I think the best maybe situation where certification of studies of projects and more correct imagination of judgment criteria will join together, meet together, to make it more transparent and effective. Because, to be honest, I'm tired from useless hackathons that are going everywhere, running everywhere, and actually I use them. So yes, we have some demo to show. It's an example how to DAO for DAO on Gosh looks like. It's a kind of intuitive GitHub interface. I know that it's not perfect maybe for the perception, but it's very comfortable for uploading of your code or reports in repositories. And here we can choose hacks and grants and create new. So actually, every one of you can create your own DAO on Gosh, and you can create your hackathon or run competition if you want. And it is quite important for us to announce that you can through Gosh right now. Maybe you, meanwhile, have some questions.
Could you zoom a thing or two?
What?
Could you zoom a little bit?
Zoom, okay. Better. For example, you can create a DAO. It's quite easy. When you register in Gosh, you just click create your DAO, and you create your DAO without any tokens and something. And later on, you can create hacks and grants, any competition you want. You can put here some description, some rules, that you figured out with your partner and figure out some prices, set up some price pool, and dates, and create proposal to publish. Yes, and it's karma error because of test user and for creation of proposal and creation of hackathon, I need to be credible person in the DAO. I need to have some karma, and we have on Gosh this governance tip for those who had commitment or who has some reputation that you trust. We can distribute karma for those people who are able later on to create the proposals, including hackathons and competitions. And because it is test user, so no karma, no hackathons for me. It looks like that. That's all. Not so complicated as other features, but I'm ready to talk. And discuss.
I'm just curious to go just all the way back to the beginning of the talk when you mentioned that you published recently in Nature Science in the journal.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm curious about. Okay, so you mentioned you are also like a displaced scientist in a way.
Yes. Exactly.
Which is really valuable to have your perspective on this. For me, I need to learn about this. This is the motivation why you're building these tools, right? Also.
Yes, of course.
Because
it must personal motivation.
And how is can you say a bit about your experience? How difficult it is in the current system that you were able to publish this work, to get access to funding and to be able to do your.
It's almost impossible. When you have no affiliation,
Yes.
it's almost impossible. And that is why DeSci should, stand for more flexible mechanisms to support displaced scientists. I think it's one of the main reasons why DeSci was born. I don't know why it's not so flexible. Because from DeSci, I also didn't get any support yet.
That's the other question I have, basically, right? So this is when you want to grow, but it's really difficult and.
Yes. And another one problem that displaced scientists usually, and as not displaced as well, are not Web3 persons,
Yeah.
They do not want to hear about blockchain. And we need to adopt, that's why, these opportunities for them. And that this is not scam. We are not going to use them as just users for blockchain. It's a problem. It's a problem. When you try to support them, they are resistant to that.
So what we see now, it is exactly you have seen before. There is now the scientists as at risk as a program. There's many different governments doing different programs.
Yes, different countries have them, these programs, and Germany Foundation for Scientists at Risk are quite prominent and quite big, and they are dealing with exactly Russian, Ukrainian, and Belarus scientists that were escaped from these countries for some reasons, or in Ukraine, for example. Yes, but it's not a massive mechanism to support them. And of course, blockchain supporting programs, financial support programs, and this ecosystem should be a solution for massive support distribution.
So give us a perfect example, of what I thought about this kind of spaces where otherwise not because and this is really something that is to me indicates that beyond this the group that is now supported by this organization, for example, there's probably much more potential, right?
Yes.
In the world of people that are simply not having access to contribute to scientific work, while you have the organizations that are always writing. Here during my favorite comment was 30% of our collaborations are with Oxford and Ivy universities and stuff. I say, okay, why is that, right? Because they are like talking to each other all the time. It's not that there's no excellence elsewhere, right? It's simply not, this excellence is not able to access, right?
Yes, and actually, disseminated scientists are better in some subjects. For example, in subjects of humanitarian disasters, because they are from this situation. They have real information. Witnesses of real facts, as Anna Arendt said in her. Any questions? Yes, I'm a perfect example of scientist. Yeah.
What tool do you use for indexing data? What tool?
What tool I'm using for what?
Indexing data.
Indexing data?
Yes.
Indexing you mean what particularly?
Regular data.
When I published my works, they were published based on data that I gathered in Federal St. Petersburg Russian clinic when I worked as infectious diseases specialist. So this data are not indexed somehow, in that manner that everybody can use them because it's a hospital property, as any data of patients that are in hospitals. So no, I didn't use any index data at all.
Thank you.
In your understanding. Yes, so please contribute to these initiatives with bigger inclusion, more intensive inclusion of scientists at risk, and for more, flexible support. But not only of them, of course. I think that it could be excellent collaboration between scientists at risk and not scientists at risk. They can create something really cool. They can give us a blast. Yes, so that's all. Thank you.